I remember thinking to myself, man, this is it. I'm about to share this secret that I've never told anyone. I can remember my heart just racing and just adrenaline and thinking that I can't believe I'm going to do this. My mom was sitting here to my left and my dad was sitting right here, and I pulled up the ottoman there and I said, Mom, Dad, I've got something to tell you. I remember my mom, she just kept repeating and crying, my boy, my boy. And I remember my dad just kind of staring off into space and just the hurt. As a little boy, playing sports is just kind of the pinnacle of your life. It's kind of what your life revolves around, and you're doing it with your friends and you're having such a good time. But I can remember at the same time, there was something else going on in my life that no one knew about. Coach would always, he was the most popular coach. If you wanted your kid on the all-star team, if you wanted your team to win the championship, you wanted your kids on his team. He would always have us over to his house. Maybe it was to, have pizza and just hang out, go watch movies. He had a lake house that he would take us out to and take us skiing. My parents would never let me go out there by myself. And so it was always me and 2 or 3 or 4 or even 5 or 6 of my best buddies. We were always out there together. We're staying up late, we're playing cards, we're watching movies we probably shouldn't be watching. He's taking us skiing and swimming. And so he just kind of, I guess, drew you in with those things. And then, obviously, did the abuse. I can remember coming home many times after being abused and just feeling the sense of filth, dirt, terrified that I had some kind of disease or I was going to end up with AIDS. I can remember just being terrified. There are times where I tried to work up the courage to say something, but my philosophy was, I'll just wait for somebody else to come forward, and then maybe then I'll come forward and say, yeah, that happened, that was true. And so I just waited. From 8 years old to really 19, I don't know of a day that went by where I didn't think about what he had done to me and the innocence that he had stolen from me and just the confusion that was in my own heart and life. I really credit my mom and dad and my relationship with Christ for the fact that I was still sane and hadn't gone crazy dealing with this and thinking about it every single day. There's a verse in the scripture found in Matthew chapter 11, verse 28, and it's Jesus speaking. He says, "Come to me, all you who are tired and have heavy burdens, and I'll give you rest." And I can just remember going, that's me. I can't imagine the sleepless nights that my mom and dad had those weeks following up as we began to walk through the justice system. But I know for me, I slept better than I'd ever slept that night after telling my parents, simply because I finally had rest. I'd gotten that which was dark, and it had been brought into light, and just experienced God's mercy and God's grace and His faithfulness unlike any other time in my life. I'm not here without Christ. I have no hope without Christ. I'm lost in bitterness and anger and frustration without Christ. He has totally restored any years that the enemy might have taken from me. And so he is first. My name is Jarrett Stevens, and I am second.